Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback. Back now in his third season in the league.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, I was reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Roth. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Shifts by him. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Slant route, and he's got Addison. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Down the right sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 56 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an early touchdown of their own. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and when he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Back in town. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Packers have 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come out feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Again, they'll go on the ground with Whitaker. And get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
60 Eagles, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 17.
They'll look to throw here. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10. This is Whitaker. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 2nd and 1. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Able to slither by. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
On play action, now McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
At the 38-yard line.
And here's a give to Spears. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched them more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Back at his own 49.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Crossing route complete to Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Roth. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Whitaker. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Hey, pass. Check the ball. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Green Bay.
He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Touchdown, Packers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers have moved out in front.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Vikings 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Vikings 1st down.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he stopped immediately there.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 42-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Back at the 37.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Throwing is McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Great effort there. 62 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And a tie game here, back and forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
And they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vikings head out to take over once again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now McCarthy. That is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a bad first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And this one is right through. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Jordan Addison halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's wrong. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
16 yards. And the Packer first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Going after here coming up.
For the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. Halftime. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Turn up. 18 Cardinal.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, McIntyre. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Roth. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try the left side. McIntyre. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to... dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's good. Packers. First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
9-yard gain on the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again, McCarthy. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To the air with McCarthy. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's caught by Jackson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw again. He's got Njoku over the middle. Here's a 2nd and 8.
To David Njoku. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Packers.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try the left side. Landry. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Over the middle, complete. That's Jenkins. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an outside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roth. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Packers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
52.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. See the completion good for just 3.
It's a pickup
and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Here's McCarthy.
At the 38-yard
Complete. Jefferson the target.
McCarthy's pass.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now third.
Throwing is McCarthy. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to number 85. It's a gain of 9.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 24-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 1 yard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
First and goal, Green Bay.
He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Up the middle they go. McIntyre. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.